I don't even want to stop watching this. But I should. Oh, at least it's two people that are still alive this time. So where'd I lead him off? Kyoko broke into my room and tried to ear rape me. I made my way into the after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually, I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. It's weird. She said she'd meet me. Is she maybe inside already? I put my hand on the door, and with a certain amount of force, it didn't open. Tried again, but it must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? The data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh, what are you doing up, mister? Gah. Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, You're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But I can see that, you dolt. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. It looked like you might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know. Stop being weird and go back to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko?
You too? You guys?
Whatever. The two of you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto. Let's head back. What?
Hey.
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I've no idea what's going on anymore.
Shall we go?
Do not worry about it. Let's just go. Okay. Yeah, go on. Get out of here. Shoo, shoo. So we left and went back to our rooms with that really awkward shoe noise. And then...
Goodbye.
So, goodbye. What? Hold on. Listen, what was all that about just now? She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked. And then she shows up late, and we leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all that?
Whew.
Do not worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation, just like always. But,
Goodbye.
well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. But as I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
What? What? Kyoko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Okay. What? 7? The altar lump. Aww. Give me back my tiny friend.
Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro. Just sounds weird. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. Oh! 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. $100-mile dash, pain of a junk food junkie. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall, everybody showed up. So, let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well?
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think, anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder. Who says that?
In the name of my family.
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them.
Huh?
Hey, Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. I'm gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care.
How about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under, man? I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths, start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. Can't we eat? Up we go. Hello. So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The 5th floor has been opened up to us. And it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up until now. For some reason it feels unpleasant. Hello trees. Hello classrooms I'm sure I don't need to enter because they have not been useful once in this entire game. Hi Hina. This floor feels different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. Ugh. Don't give me the willies. 5C. That's new. Oh! Okay. Sure. What the hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled... It was sour, pungent, impossibly rank.
I see.
It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying it's the smell of death, their flesh and fat and blood? There was no surprise in his voice, no shock. But he was right. I had experienced this smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have.
Hey, come on now.
What? My fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened.
Unbelievable.
No. It's quite the opposite. The opposite?
Now then.
Yep. Let me give you an itty bitty easy squeezy little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What?
Yes, indeed.
How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs in those mean old RPGs.
Uh-oh.
But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day.
I can't wait.
So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this? There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears all the bloodstains are dry. And their color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume that these stains are considerably old. This is all really blood? Of course. I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way can I keep up with someone like that. Do you have anything else to say? Byakuya, about what Monokuma just told us. It's like I'm not even here. He must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard, or is he just flat out ignoring me? I don't know. We're gonna leave the room. That was, That was a thing. Rattle, rattle. It's locked. Came all this way just to be denied here. The sign in the hall says Biolab. A biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. Kind of sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. Nope, okay. This floor is definitely more methodical, more mechanical. Ooh, sakura blossoms. Hi, Kyoko. What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
Yukiro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko? I'm not going to say anything. But I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up to the surveillance camera.
Hey,
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me that whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
so then,
We're finished here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. Just like usual, I didn't understand anything any better than before. That target seems pretty far away. Gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. Yeah, that was helpful. I bet if Leon survived this far, he could hit those targets. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom.
hey,
It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant?
indeed.
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, isn't it kind of out of place? Maybe? I don't know. I want to look at a samurai costume. A suit of armor is on display. It is extremely Japanese. You know, because we're Japanese. It's another sakura tree, but... Okay.
Hey, indeed.
Oh. There's a locker. And that thing. It's a straw post used for sword practice. Did they use it for training here too? Bink. And make sure I spend my mana coins. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. And the wooden lockers and keys remind me of super old school public bathhouses. Alright, well. Probably all I'm gonna get out of that room. What? Oh, I'm gonna regret this. It's a botanical garden. It's a greenhouse. What's up, hero?
Yo.
At first I thought I saw blue skies, but turns out they just painted the walls and the ceiling.
You know?
Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. It helps me relax.
What the heck?
That's not what you're thinking, is it? What? Why? Is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface, beneath their calm exterior. They're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
The end is nigh.
they'll put their plan in for global human extinction into action.
Well,
I'm serious. Okay, well. Let's have a look around. Just to be sure, I should take a look in that tool shed. Hey look! This place seems totally disorganized. From a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools, and leaning against the back wall. Is that a pickaxe? It is a pickaxe. And it says Crazy Diamond on it. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. There's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, who's actually going to take care of the lawn? So many flower pots, big ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? Fertilizer. Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There are so many different kinds to choose from. Okay, well that was a meaningless experience except for the crazy diamond axe. Holy shit, that's a big flower. What is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real? What? That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa, and the plant's all like, snap, and your flesh is all like, bleh, I'm dead. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. A student at Hope's Peak added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist, although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy.
Actually,
By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people, so it's totally good for the environment.
well done.
Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I'd know anything about that myself. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I better keep my distance. There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? With the goddamn bear. It's for the sprinklers. Sprinklers. Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the settings panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to. So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 a.m. every morning. Yep, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you got here too early, you'll get drenched. So watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway.
Disgusting.
Or do you have some kind of water fetish? I'm gonna tell everyone. Let's check out this little shack. There's a chicken coop. Why is there a chicken coop? There's chickens in the coop. They're just regular chickens, right? Like, they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that? It seems safe. Hello, Mr. Chicken. It's a chicken! It really is, right? Like, I can say that for sure. That's not expecting to be fed like humans, is it? It's not gonna, like, lay a bomb, is it? I'm gonna click on all the chickens. It's really alive, right? There's no mistake. It doesn't have, like, a second form, right? That's funny. Step away from the chicken coop. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly? 5, you know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6, at least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos.
I'm at least 30% right.
It's a number of power, a refreshing number on par with hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. He never lets me get a word in edgewise. Anything else worth looking at over here? Let's talk to Hero one more time.
Hey.
Don't you believe me, Makoto? It's there, just beneath the surface. Believes there.
The end is nigh.
Alright.
Well?
Thank you for your insightful chat about plants eating people. Guess we've seen what there is to see up here for now. Once again, nothing seems to make any real sense. Let's head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. Boing! Oh, great. One after another, everyone made their way into the dining hall. And before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team.
Just a second.
Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team.
Hey.
That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. Come here, sweetie. Ugh. Just make sure you're okay here. Yeah, it looks like you're fine. Hi. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered.
Hey,
My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
Could it be?
If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature. The final boss, or tyrant, or...
But
We're not in a horror game, though. Either way, you don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood, no matter how much you think about it.
Naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently.
well,
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
No, how I said it is right too. You're a butt.
yeah.
I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to kind of be Sakura's job, but anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else.
correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either. Hey. What are you doing, cutie? But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school?
Just a second.
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Why do you ask?
So then,
Because if you did, you must have noticed the 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. Something on the other floors, but not on the 5th floor. There's no bathrooms. Or stairs. There aren't any stairs leading up. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
correct.
We are finally starting to get a clear picture of this school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery.
But
That's the hardest part.
Okay.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Hey, hey! Hold on. Hold on. Hi. You gonna cry on stream for chat? Don't cry to chat. That'll make chat sad. Hi. Hold on, I'm trying to get your food here. There you go. Chat says hi. No, get that in there. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay as long as we work together. I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes. Alright, Toko, what did you find? Hey, Bianca, it seems like Toko wants to say something.
What?
So, why are you telling me?
Hey.
Well, 'cause you told her to zip it or whatever. Ah, I'd forgotten about that. Jesus, man, I know you like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us all in your putrid breath, I won't stop you. You honor me, master. Ah. God, if she weren't so creepy, she'd be cute. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Seriously? You're just gonna take it? Shut up, and don't interrupt when Master and me are talking. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor, and something caught my attention. It was this. That is a combat knife. That thing is huge. It's like Rambo size.
What?
It's a survival knife of some type. But what was it doing in a classroom?
Well,
How would I know?
Very suspicious.
What are you gonna use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us? I'm not gonna do anything. I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave a knife just laying around.
How about that?
I'd rather have it laying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it?
You know?
We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do, man.
what's your problem?
I don't want it anyway. It's too dangerous. So what to do?
So then,
Oh no. Why don't you hang onto it, Makoto? Me? Oh yeah. I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
Okay.
Then that's that. Hold on. Don't I get a say?
It's all clear now.
It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. You sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. Hold on, sweetie. I want to sit you up a bit and move that arm of yours. No. Here you go. Move them hands. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. You're acting like I already said yes. Fine. I guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would ever experience such a dream. I feel strange. So strange. Really strange. Oh no. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad.
You know?
Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed. Monokuma said that was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful.
For serious?
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe, though. Is that a Mario reference? Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that? You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch cold, you know. What? Of course not, because idiots never get wet. I think you're thinking of ducks. I'm starting to worry about you, Hero. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
What the heck?
Hey, come on. You don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. So, what was the question again? Don't worry, you just answered it.
You know?
There were a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? That's right, 5. 5 chickens. I love chickens. Oh, she's so cute. Let's raise them up big and fat, then we can make fried chicken or barbecue. Decisions. Or what about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw, right? I'm pretty sure that'd kill you.
You know?
Na. You noticed it too, huh? That pickaxe? Huh? What about the pickaxe? Did you get enough to eat, sweetie? Come here. Ooh. I'm pretty sure that was a Mario reference in the pipe. There was a pickaxe in the tool shed, and the words Crazy Diamond had been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? Crazy Diamond. Yeah, it does sound kind of familiar, I think.
It's true.
I don't just think, I know. We have definitely seen that phrase before. Where? Ah, that's it. I remember. It was on Mondo's uniform, on the back of his jacket. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy Diamond.
I see.
You're absolutely right. But why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be?
Ugh. Mondo must have snuck in there and done it, right?
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
That's right.
Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here, and Monokuma confiscated it. Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Then what did?
Yo!
What I noticed was the lawnmower. Thinking maybe we can use it to call for help. How are you gonna call for help with a lawnmower?
What the heck?
I don't know, maybe I can use it to make crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make crop circles.
Well,
and we can use those to call for help. What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know.
You know?
Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been. Alright, time for the blood room. Blood for the blood room. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no. No. Strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh and fat and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about, man? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Everybody's smell concentrated. Every body's smell.
Huh?
God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. But I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So, in other words,
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there? Come here, Charlotte. Let's lay you back down now. Just made sure you were eating. Whoop. There you go. Stop, seriously. I'm gonna throw up.
It can't be.
Perhaps that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. But you're thinking the same thing then. My theory is the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room. That was the tragedy that happened over a year ago.
in other words,
Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true,
it's all clear now.
that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors.
Hey,
I mean, I guess that all makes sense. But it's all just so awful. Not just awful, super awfully awful. They're right. It's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how has it not one of us ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up? Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now.
yo,
So, what do we do? Well, starting today, you're all under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out.
no way.
Jeez, how cocky can you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So, what is it you want to figure out? Kyoko's identity. What?
Well,
Kyoko's identity? But Kyoko is Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro, Hiro's the ultimate clairvoyant, even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but, you know, whatever. So what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us. Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like. This is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion. So, Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't. What? Why won't you tell us?
Wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So,
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory. You mean amnesia?
What?
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking. But if this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
this is...
You can't be serious right now, can you? I knew you would not believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
However,
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
So you have no intention of telling us. Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
hey,
What are you going to do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all clear.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
what?
Limit my options.
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. But if she gives you her room key, she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation. And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on. A threat like that?
That's fine.
Fine. I understand. Good. You're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him.
It can't be.
You damn fool. Why do you refuse to talk?
Because...
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
So,
Maybe she really did lose her memory. If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
However,
The worst school where only the worst things happen. Do you really mean that? What?
hey,
Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I've said too much. Kyoko then turned her back on us and without a word began to walk
Come
away.
on.
Where do you think you're going?
goodbye.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
What the heck?
What's her deal?
but
I think you went too far taking her room key like that. For that wasn't far enough. Or maybe she gets off on the attention. I can't believe her enjoying getting yelled at.
Stop talking.
You're getting noisy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of your breathing, your heart beating, it grates on me. Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but what's Kyoko gonna do now? Plus, this situation. It's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. I still can't stop anyone. What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden?
'cause I mean,
Look! Hello, bear. How long have you been standing there? I'm very, very...
Now I'm really angry.
Angry at what? At the thief, yes, that's right. I'm very sad to tell you, there's a thief in your midst. What? My precious, They stole it! You're precious.
Your teacher had such faith in you. And this is how you repay me? With betrayal?
Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away to their fantasies. But what the heck is your precious? Shut up! I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street.
What the heck?
And he's gone. The heck was that all about?
So,
He said something about his precious getting stolen. Does anyone have any idea what that might mean? It likely has something to do with Kyoko. What? Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what was it? And why would she do that? Bing bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bug bite.
Stupid bear. Uh-oh. We need to get out of here.
You know?
We can talk about this more tomorrow, and about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your rooms. Don't go wandering around.
well,
Not like we need you to tell us that.
Goodbye.
Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. Oh, that's right. I need to put away that knife that Toko gave me. I think the safest place for it will be in my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kyoko really going to be okay? She can't get into her room. What's she going to do? Isn't there something I can do? Something I can... As I opened my eyes, I realized I'd fallen asleep without realizing it. But more important, did I hear the doorbell? Kyoko, can you stop being in my room? Kyoko?
Hey,
I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there. What? Come on. Without actually acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I can't just not go. Is it time to get naked? Is it sexy time with Kyoko?
hey,
Sorry for asking you to meet with me so late. It's okay, I'm used to it.
correct.
Indeed.
So then,
Well then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? So does that mean... Does it have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you?
indeed.
That's right. So I was right. But what did you steal?
So,
I stole this. A key? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this?
so,
From the headmaster's room. What? How'd you get into the headmaster's room? Wasn't it locked?
however,
The lock was broken. What? It was Sakura. She did it for us. She did?
indeed.
Remember what she said in her note. I'm not going to lay down and die. I will fight you. So Sakura broke into the headmaster's room for us,
That's right.
so that we could uncover whatever secrets might lay hidden within. She did that for us. She violated the school regulations to help us. She'd already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place.
Indeed.
I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday. But if I'd just strolled up into the room, Monokuma would have noticed right away, which is why I used you as a decoy. So you asked me to meet you at the data center in order to...
Correct.
I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. That's not surprising. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room, and as a result, I found this key. Wow. And what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too?
Mukuro
Okay,
Ikusaba,
this is the 4th time.
the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Did you find out about this Mukuro Ikusaba while you were in there?
Indeed.
I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her, yes. I don't know all the details yet, but one thing I do know is that Mukuro Ikusaba is dangerous. Dangerous?
In other words,
Danger? She may very well be the mastermind. Mastermind! But didn't Alter Ego say that the headmaster was probably the mastermind?
wrong.
No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind, I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. To make such a strong statement without proof, that's not like Kyoko at all. But if it isn't the headmaster, does that mean Mukuro Ikusaba really could be the mastermind?
Anyway,
This key is the one big opportunity we've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we can't let it go, can we? Sure, but I mean, what's this key even unlock?
so
I don't know yet, which is why I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again while I go and find out. Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in again? You can't, that's way too dangerous. And you want me to draw his attention? We don't actually know there's just one mastermind, right? If there's more than one person watching us,
is that right?
but they didn't catch on last night, right? Maybe we just got lucky.
Hey,
Or maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. What? Like I said, we didn't get caught last night. But as you said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, then what may have just been a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kyoko talked, she was calm and collected as ever. I couldn't help but just stand there and listen and stare into them big, beautiful purple eyes.
hey,
If it's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then there would have to be a period of time where the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When I think about what might happen if we fail,
why is that?
I don't think you need to worry all that much. After all, with minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope Peak Academy at your discretion. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery, am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. But if the mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world won't matter. He could just kill us all without a second thought.
I see.
In that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove that hypothesis. What?
Correct.
In a moment of crisis, will the mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them no matter what?
In other words,
We gain something whether we succeed or not. There's no reason not to do it, right? But
if you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
I mean, I guess. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey,
Am I wrong? At that moment, I finally realized I had never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead, the enemy standing before us, and with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how I feel, and wouldn't if I could. Then Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and held it out to me. What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet, only open it if something ever happens to me. If something happens?
However,
I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it, and a death without meaning is unappealing.
hey,
Please, I want you to hold on to it for me. I'll hold on to it, just because you asked me to. But I'm gonna give it back at some point, you can be sure of that.
indeed.
Yes, of course.
Hey,
Oh, and one more thing. You can't tell anyone else about what I've discovered. Sure, because then there's a chance the mastermind might find out, right?
indeed.
Well, there's that too. What, you mean there's something else?
Well,
It's nothing. Forget I said anything. I can't just forget that easily.
so then,
Okay then, shall we begin?
Makoto.
I'm counting on you, Makoto. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I'll give it my best shot.
Goodbye.
I'm going on ahead. The rest is up to you. Her curt goodbye was no different from any other time. And like every other time, she moved at a brisk pace as she left. What wasn't like every other time? Was the sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away. No, everything's gonna be fine, I know it. Because it's Kyoko. Talking to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety. And then I got to work. Okay, let's do this. Hey Monokuma, you can see me, right? Get out here, I got a bone to pick with you. Then a few moments later.
Monokuma appears!
Well, well, this is a surprise. You being the one to call me out.
Hey!
By the way,
Most suspicious.
what were you and Kyoko up to? Going to the bathhouse? Just the two of you in the middle of the night? Definitely a hot and steamy moment, wouldn't you say? So warm and wet, so wet and warm, I bet you guys. Removed to conform with local and international censorship laws. All over her, didn't you? Not gonna talk, huh? Sure, I get it. Well, whatever. Unlike you, I have absolutely no interest in late-night bath scenes. Because I like to maintain a healthy life of observation, far away from X-rated exploits. Oh, so is that why there's no surveillance cameras in the bathhouse?
Wow.
Bullseye! Or is it maybe because the lens gets fogged up and you can't see anything anyway? Sounds like that's the bullseye to me.
You need something?
Anyway, you went to all that trouble to get me out here. Now, what do you want? Oh, well, there's just something I wanted to confirm with you.
Say what?
Whether I'm a mademoiselle or a dude fella.
Actually,
But in the Bear Kingdom, there is no male or female. I'm pretty sure there is. Seriously?
my
Then-
entire existence.
What am I? That's enough. I'll get stuck if I think about it too much. So what did you really want to ask me? Oh, well, you told us earlier that your Precious had been stolen. What's this Precious of yours?
What are you thinking?
Listen, I'm sure this is a silly question. No way it's possible and all, but... Is that seriously what you dragged me out here to ask me? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be 100 megaton freaking kidding me. You're not gonna ask something useful like how to get the best honey or ursine breeding tips? Oh god, bear breeding. This is just crazy. Are all prepubescent teen boys as nutty as you? God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and... That's it. What was the second thing? It's a blank, stupid. A secret. Fill it in yourself. Making me trudge all the way out here for that. I'd like to see what's going on in that brain of yours. And the next time you summon me for something so stupid, I'll open up your skull and find out. Dropping more than a few swear words, Monokuma stormed off. Hope I kept him distracted long enough. Now all I can do is wait and hope Kyoko makes it out okay. Now she'll be fine. It's Kyoko after all. I'm sure she's fine, right? Right? I went back to my room and laid down, doing my best to settle my nerves and get back to sleep. Oh, now there's a... What's on the TV?
Brought to you by Spike Toonsoft Company Limited.
What? 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 Danganronpa Warriors. Sakura's Revenge, the game the world has been waiting for. Unfortunately, development has been cancelled. Of course, if enough people buy Danganronpa, who knows? So buy copies for all your friends. What? This super stylish, super fashionable game was cancelled during development. But it'll start back up again if Danganronpa sells well.
Then you guys have to recommend it to your friends, too.
Did they just shamelessly plug? They did.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
My body feels so heavy this morning. It must be because I was up so late last night. Anyway, I need to get to the dining hall. You're 1 minute late, Makoto. How do you explain this one? Sorry, I'm not feeling so great today.
What's your problem?
You really think a tired excuse like that is gonna work? Are you allowed to talk again? I don't recall giving you permission. I just thought, since a day had passed, it maybe reset.
Huh?
Sorry, please don't hate me. Whatever my punishment is, I'll accept it. I'll hang a sign from my neck that says, "Bad girl." I'll clean your bathroom with my toothbrush. If If you stop making disgusting comments like that, maybe I can forgive you. Thank you. I won't make any more disgusting comments, I promise. If I do, you can stuff my mouth full of trash. As long as it's you and no one else, I don't mind. Oh, it's no use. She's disgusting to the bone. Anyway, where's Kyoko? I haven't seen her this morning.
Could it be?
Not cool. This is worse than being late for lunch, for a date, for your wedding, for anything. Maybe she's mad about what happened yesterday, and she's not gonna show up anymore. I can't tell the others why Kyoko might not be here. Best thing to do right now is just keep quiet.
Very strange.
Whatever her reason, I'm curious to know what she is doing. I know she's not in her room, so...
You know?
Oh yeah, you still have her key, right?
What's this?
Ah, are you looking for Miss Kirigiri? What do you want now?
Hey, hey!
I'm right? You're wondering where Miss Kirigiri is, right? Do you know where she is?
Ooh.
Well, it's hard to say. You don't know either.
What?
It's because he doesn't know. That's why he's here, to try and prod us for information. Hey, don't you hate it when you ask someone what their favorite movie is and they name some indie bullcrap?
This is very suspicious.
I feel like I'm getting whiplash, the way he changes subjects like that. Thank goodness, it looks like Monokuma really didn't notice. So I guess our plan went off just fine last night. Which could mean...
Hey,
maybe the Mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Could she have been right about that?
Hey, hey!
So, was I right? You're looking for Miss Kirigiri. Any idea where she might have gone? We have no idea. And even if we did know, we wouldn't tell you.
What the heck?
For serious. I see. Well, fine. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. Sayonara, suckers. As soon as he was gone, we all glanced around at each other. So, what was that just now? Does that mean Monokuma doesn't know where she is either? It would seem that way.
You know?
The heck could she have gone? Don't you think we should all go look for her? And how would you suggest we approach that task? Even Monokuma can't seem to locate her.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, how could he not know where she is?
Yeah, totally.
So strange. Kyoko must have used that key to sneak into some unknown part of the school. But somewhere even Monokuma wouldn't notice? Where could it be? We spent the rest of the breakfast talking about where Kyoko could have gone. Afterwards, we returned to our rooms. Oh boy, free time. Why do I even want to have free time now? Breakfast didn't help me feel any more upbeat, that's for sure. I feel like this is more than me just staying up late last night. Guess I'll go spend my Monokuma coins or something. Damn it, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see where everybody's at. Nobody's on the first floor. Nobody's on the second floor. Nobody's on the third floor. Is everybody on the fifth floor? Yeah, they are. All three of them. Mono machine. Oh, that's interesting. Uh, I can do this for an hour, or I can kill myself. Dump your bear money into the bear machine.
Oh, so then.
Uh, hold on.
Very suspicious.
I don't actually care what you have to say anymore.
Hmm.
We're
It's not
just
like-
gonna skip all this. Sure, let's see if we can find a present to give Hero. Crystal Skull. Hope's Peak Ring. God of War Charm. Yeah, you will.
Yo.
Fellow mother lover.
Oh, so.
Oh, right, that.
Hmm. Yo. Could it be? What?
Stop
Yeah.
trying to milk me for money.
Don't be mean. Yo. Hmm. How about that? It's not like. Well.
Oh my god, he just keeps talking and I don't care anymore. I shook off Hero's sales pitch and ran the fuck away. I feel even worse than I did this morning. Body feels like lead and now I'm getting chills. This is bad. I think I might be getting sick. Great. Makotard is sick. Wait, where is he? Oh. He's in the kitchen. They're in the dining hall. And Hino's doing laundry. Certain organization. Great. Kurt Cobain!
Well,
Oh boy.
well. Hmm. You know? How about... Could it be... Hmm.
This is genuinely the only character I don't have any interest in. Back to your room. And the music changed. Great. Am I dying? Getting the chills. Feel kind of dizzy. Can't help it. Need sleep. Nighttime wasn't for a while, but I felt like my body had reached its limit. As I dropped onto my bed, I felt like I was falling into a bottomless pit. I was unconscious before my head hit the pillow. Well, that's not quite true. I didn't pass out completely. It was more like my consciousness went dim. I weaved back and forth between sleep and wakefulness, which is all to say, great. I was restless. Take that jacket off, you idiot. And why does it zip all the way up? Yeah. At some point, I found myself wandering through a strange dream. And within the dream, a voice echoed across the walls of my mind.
I understand.
That voice. It's so familiar. Because it was your voice.
I understand.
It's me.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
What? What am I trying to say?
Hope. This is all for hope. And that's why I have to stay. I have to stay here.
What?
My dream just now. What? So strange. Huh?
Oh. Okay. A luchador is trying to kill me. What?
Kyoko? What did you say?
What? Don't I have enough questions? Hey, a bird. Every day is peaceful, every day is joyful, happy days from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Wishing only for those unchanging, unending happy days, days of boredom, repeating forever and ever. No abnormalities as far as the eye can see. Life without the tiniest speck of abnormality.
If the world were like that, I'd consider that pretty damn abnormal.
Oh.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
It took longer than usual for me to open my eyes. I let out a deep sigh to bring myself up the rest of the way. The chills, the aches, the unfathomable lethargy, they had all disappeared in the night. All that was left was me, drenched in sweat. It wasn't just because of whatever I'd caught either, it was also the dream I'd had. The hell was that? I mean, was it even really a dream? I don't know. Go get your clairvoyant idiot to talk about it. I was desperate to recall it. I scrambled to grab onto fragments of the dream and reel them up from the depths of my memory. That's right, I remember last night. I came down with a fever and couldn't quite get to sleep. And I heard a voice I didn't really understand. And then I pooped myself. All of a sudden, I was awake. And a luchador tried to stab me. They were holding a knife. I want to say I fought him off, but I don't actually remember. Felt like my mind had been detached from my body, burning up with fever. I was somewhere far away, watching my body move on its own. And because of that, I don't remember what really happened. But still, I feel like I resisted them desperately, feverishly. After that, things go black again. The next thing I remember, Kyoko was there. But what would she have been doing in my room? What a strange dream. No, was it really a dream? How can I possibly find out either way? You do what you're supposed to do, and open the desk drawer, and no knife. Nothing inside. That's strange. Because it definitely wasn't before. Positive the knife I got from Toko was in there. But that means the knife they told me to keep safe. I knew it. I just had a feeling. It wasn't a dream after all. But if that's true, this all makes even less sense. Why would someone have wanted to attack me? And who is that behind the mask? And why was Kyoko... What the hell is going on? I don't think I'm gonna figure it out on my own. I should head to the dining hall. Then I can talk to everyone else about it. Guys, I had a weird dream. I know it's gonna sound crazy. But I think Kyoko raped me in my sleep.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto. Yep, that's Makoto. Sure as the sky is blue. Hey, Hina. Why is Hina the only one here? You really had me worried, you know? What happened to you last night? Worried?
'Cause, I mean...
Yeah. Right after nighttime hit, we all went to get you. We were hammering away at your doorbell, but you never answered. We thought maybe you'd been, you know... I mean, not that that had actually happened. I mean, nobody here would want to, you know... So anyway, what were you doing? I didn't feel good, so I went to bed. Had no idea you guys even showed up. But why did you come get me? Did something happen? Well, lots of stuff, actually. I'm not sure I can really explain.
Okay.
Let's go meet up with everyone else, and they can tell you all about it. Is everyone waiting somewhere else or something? Well, yeah. We stayed up the whole night. The whole night. I lost at rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come get breakfast for everyone.
Okay.
So you got here just in time. Help me carry it. Alright, sure. Everyone's in the gym. Hurry up, I'll meet you there. Why? Why were you in the gym all night? There he is.
Huh? Oh,
This is
hey,
worse than
Makoto.
being late for your wedding, the birth of your son, and your own funeral all at once.
What?
Jeez, to show up now like it's no big deal. You made us stay up all night while you slept like a baby in your bed. Just like Hina said, everyone was there besides Kyoko. And then I noticed they'd formed a circle around something. As soon as I saw what that something was. What? Before I could catch myself, I'd cried out. Spread out in front of them were the remains of Monokuma.
What are you doing?
What does it look like? We're dismantling it to see what makes it tick.
Dismantling? I mean, that's Monokuma you're messing with, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She's
What?
not even phased.
Relax. There's no danger. You say that, but what is this? What are you guys doing? It looks like it's been professionally disassembled. How is that possible? Tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous? Seriously, what are you thinking? How can you say tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous?
Hey, come
Well, I guess I'll handle this. I'll explain what's going on, Makoto, because that's how much I like you. Byakuya found this little fella laying around. Then we tore it apart. That doesn't explain anything.
What?
Just before we went to bed last night, I came to the gym to try to talk to Monokuma. I wanted to see if he had any new information about Kyoko's disappearance. And I found him here, just like normal. However, when I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react, didn't say a word. You're saying he wasn't moving at all? I waited there until nighttime officially began, but still Monokuma laid there motionless. I gathered everyone up as quickly as possible so they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move. So I immediately initiated the disassembly process. It was Master's stroke of genius. Stroke, stroke. Stroke his cock. Chance to find out what made Monokuma tick. One thing we discovered is that he's quite a sophisticated machine. It's leagues beyond any normal remote control toy. Who has enough free time to invest in something like that anyway? But besides that, what I'm wondering is, why did he stop moving all of a sudden? I thought maybe he'd malfunctioned, but we didn't find any cause as we were taking him apart. So if he didn't break down,
So, in other words,
then maybe something happened to his puppeteer, the mastermind, something unexpected. I can't imagine any other possibility. Something unexpected? They were probably so scared of Master, they ran away in terror.
Could it be?
Or maybe they got thick or something. But Monokuma made his announcement this morning, right? Who was that if not the mastermind? Oh, I'm sure that's a recording. It's set to a timer and plays as necessary. That's true. He says the exact same thing every day, right?
Hey,
Hey guys, I don't think now's a good time for light conversation. I just found something. What is it? That's a bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb! That's super bad. We need to get rid of it. Roger that. It appears the bomb has a motion sensor. Any sudden movements, it's sure to go off. Motion sensor? For serious? Oh, I'm starting to get all shaky.
Just a second.
Hey, get it together. You're a man, aren't ya? I'm fine, totally fine. You're so not fine. You're all Oh, I probably should have mentioned. The motion sensor is off right now. Jeez, don't scare me like that. God, you're like the world's most spineless worm of the century.
Don't be mean.
Hey, come on. The century's just getting started. Don't call the race already. Whatever. Just hurry up and put the bomb down. Hang on to it. It's not gonna do anyone any good. Oh, yeah. Good call.
Well?
Okay, it's down. Everything's all good. That's a bomb. My eyes were glued to Monokuma's remains. He just stopped moving all of a sudden. Was it really because something had happened to the mastermind that they weren't expecting? But what could that have been? When I thought about it, I couldn't help but think back to the night before. Being attacked by that masked figure.
Just a second.
Hey, Makoto? What?
Hey.
Don't what? Us. Did you hear the thing we just said? What? So that's a no. What are you, some kind of brain-dead farm animal? Sorry. We were saying, since we're done dismantling Monokuma, what should we do now? And we've decided to continue our offensive assault.
It's all clear.
To try and uncover the mastermind's true identity. We're going to break into the headmaster's room. Really?
Naturally.
Since the mastermind appears to have stopped all activity, now's our chance, wouldn't you agree? But if the mastermind comes back while we're in there,
What?
if you're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself. Or go live in the chicken coop with all the other chickens. You can be chicken number 6.
Such ignorance.
This is a battle, a fight to the death between us and the mastermind. We don't have time to deliberate.
But
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to kill each other or anyone else, but we have a chance now.
Come on.
So, what are you going to do? Are you going to run away, or are you going to fight? Can I run fighting? Can I just stand here and pope?
It's all clear now.
Okay then, we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Everything comes down to this moment. Anything can happen, so prepare yourselves. I'll follow you anywhere, master, to all the ends of the earth. Sakura, if you can hear me, lend me your strength.
How about that?
Yeah, I can do this. I'm a man, and I can do this. I've got the will of the entire universe on my side. We each found determination in our own ways, and when we were ready, we left the gym. Our target was the headmaster's room on the 4th floor of the school. Okay. We'll call that a good point to stop. Because I think there's going to be a lot of development really soon.